In this Sailing Doodles, Taylor tells you what it's like on watch on an offshore passage, and the girls go a little cuckoo as we only have a couple days left of sailing. This season of Sailing Doodles features Bobby and Taylor as we sail around the Caribbean in our 1989 CT56. Thank you so much to our patrons for making this channel possible. In the previous video, we were visited by a large pod of dolphins, and it's never a dull moment with the girls on the boat. We only had a few days left on our 1,500-mile sail from the Caribbean back to the United States.
We got everything here, at least to stay.
Good morning. Welcome to a day in the life on a 10-day passage. So I got up at 6 a.m. this morning, so my watch is from 6 until 9 in the morning. I got a pretty good sleep last night, and I get to watch the sunrise, so I really enjoy this watch. But originally this journey was supposed to be 10 days straight from US Virgin Islands all the way to Hampton, Virginia, about a little over 1,400 nautical miles. But due to weather, we had to make a pit stop in the Bahamas for 2 nights, so we've been delayed. So this is now day 9, I think. This passage is probably going to be more like 12 days instead of 10, but I'm enjoying every minute of it, and I thought I would take you guys along with me just for a day. I was planning on filming something every day and making a video of the whole trip, but it just hasn't worked out that way.
Taylor's show on YouTube has almost 100,000 followers already, so be sure to check out Taylor's Travels on YouTube.
So on any kind of longer passage, whether it's 10 days or even like 2 days, somebody always has to be on watch. Somebody always has to be paying attention. So right now we have 4 crew members on board, and so the night watch schedules go 9 to midnight, midnight to 3 a.m., 3 a.m. to 6 a.m., and 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. So we've been doing each shift for 2 days and then rotating. So by the time the trip is done, we'll have gone full circle and we'll all have done every watch, which is good. The nice thing about being on watch now, after we've done some improvements to get ready for this trip, is we have our radar system and we have these iPads here, which instead of having to constantly be sitting behind the helm, I can just, sit here, relax, enjoy my coffee, while also being able to see the charts, the wind speed, radar, and our track and everything. So that's been really awesome to have. And of course, I'm always looking out at the horizon, making sure to see if there's any other boats. So the AIS system is what we do to see other boats that are out there, but sometimes boats don't always have AIS, so that's why we need somebody to physically be on watch and be looking out here just in case there's boats that don't have AIS. And so we're making sure we're not on any collision course with anybody, avoiding any obstacles, making sure we're staying on course, keeping an eye out for the wind to make sure it doesn't get too strong, or in this case this morning, it's too light and the sails were luffing, so we turned on the motor. We still have the Genoa out right now, helping us along, so we're motor sailing. Something that seems to be a common occurrence on this trip is flying fish. A couple nights ago, I came up for my night watch. I was the 3 a.m. night watch, and there was a fish just laying in the cockpit. It was dead, but it was a flying fish, and then I ended up finding like 2 or 3 more around the boat. And so this morning I take a look out here, and once again there's another flying fish. I feel kind of bad because they're dead, but poor guy. So now I shall return him to sea. Now that I've found one, I'm gonna do a little look around, and I bet you there will be more.
We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way.
Day 10 and less than 200 miles to go, and day 10, but we stopped, 2 nights, so not too bad. It'll probably end up being about 10 days of travel time if we take away the overnights and stuff. Maybe a little less than 9.5. But less than 200 miles to go. We should be there sometime tomorrow afternoon. It's kind of good. Like Chris Parker and the Salty Dog people, you know, they're all making sure everybody's okay because there is weather moving in late Saturday night, and so they've already been emailing us on our sat phone, making sure we get in on time and everything, and if we need help for other plans. But there are a couple boats that are behind us. I'm not sure how far, but they definitely can't make it in before that storm hits, so they're kind of working with them on weather routing them, probably a detour to the south to get in. But we're gonna make it. We'll be just fine. We only have like 28 hours to go. It's our last night here on the crossing back, but it's probably going to be pretty bad. There's already squalls forming, and it's not even sunset yet, which means we won't be able to keep the spinnaker up very much, and it's pretty rolly and wavy out here, and we're going to cross the Gulf Stream, and so downwind sailing and lighter winds without that is just going to be really rolly. Probably not going to get a whole lot of sleep, and it's going to be uncomfortable, but hey, it's our last night. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the 6 a.m. watch, or no, I'm not. Oh, dang it, I'm on 9 to midnight tonight. Well, hopefully I'll get a decent sleep because I don't have a watch in the middle of the night, but I don't think I will because of the conditions. But I'm over it. I'm ready to be done.
How is it trying to cook down there?
Oh, it's pretty wobbly down here. Smacking everything like this. It's going though. Last night, using everything we can, so you want to throw this overboard.
And I also, last night, before my watch, I turned on the kettle to make myself a hot chocolate. And I had my head down in the pantry trying to find the hot chocolate. And the cord for the ice maker was on the burner. So I melted the ice maker cord accidentally last night. Oops.
The wind picked up to over 20 knots, so we needed to pull down the spinnaker, but when the wind's that high, it can be quite difficult to pull the spinnaker down in its sock. That's why I want a furling spinnaker. Ah, man. That's a pain in the ass.
Going delirious! Do we see land yet? I don't know! I think we might be coming into the Gulf Stream!
We're merging on the on-ramp to the highway of the Gulf Stream.
Cheers to a good trip. Yeah, hell yeah.
Woo! Well, it is our last night out here. It is day 10, and I'm first up for night watch. I'm the 9 to midnight, and we're just crossing through the Gulf Stream right now. I saw 10.9 knots, which is the fastest boat speed we've seen on this boat so far by a long shot. And we've got a couple big squalls forming around us, so we're keeping an eye out for those and getting ready to move if we need to avoid them. But in general, it's going to be kind of a rough night for everybody. I think nobody's going to get really good sleep. It's really, really rolly. But it's the last night, so I think we'll survive.
Again, I want to thank our patrons for making this channel possible. You can go to sailingdoodles.com where you can join the club and become a patron. There's all sorts of tiers where you can join to get all kind of benefits, including live tracking. You can see our old tracks and see what kind of data we were doing on those sails, as well as a discount on merchandise, everything from cell phone cases to bikinis, and of course exclusive patron-only live chats where we answer all your questions.